news, as it's finally happened for XRP. It's finally happened for Ripple. Judge Annalisa Torres has ruled, and XRP is not a security. Is not a security. So it's something we've been talking about for quite some time as a community. It's nice to see some resolve. I'm going to set this up very quickly. So if you're tuning in after the live, I put in a short video just so everybody could see what was going on. But then I figured I would start my live a little bit earlier today, as anybody who wants to participate and go through this information step by step as it's breaking. I would greatly appreciate if you hit that like button, especially if you're watching this after. But if you decided to join during the live, this is going to be an epic live, as this can only come one time, as XRP wins the lawsuit. So everything seems to be set up now. Let me just get the comments out so I can start this, because I don't know if we're going to have a lot of people, a little bit of people, but this is definitely a big, big day indeed. So I'm very, very stoked to be here today. I don't know how many people are going to show up, and I don't care if there's 1 or 1,000,000. Honestly, I'm the happiest I could be in a long time. So good early afternoon, 12:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, July 13th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. As we see, XRP, the judge proclaims Ripple XRP not a security. So the breaking news here is, everybody, XRP is not a security. Let that sink in. And what's happening, we'll let everybody get in here. DeFi, welcome in, Jedi. Maddie, welcome in, Maddie Ice. Wow, long time. A lot of people are going to be crying. XRP goes to 100 at the same time World War III starts. How wonderful. Exactly, Truth Seeker. Tom, welcome in. And it's exactly what we've talked about. Look at XRP, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're up over 60 cents, up to almost 30% up on the day. XRP is absolutely exploding on the news that XRP is not a security. It does not constitute an investment contract. Julie is not in yet. But as you guys can see, XRP is up better than 30% here as it wins the lawsuit. XRP is deemed not a security. Mimi, will you open the door for little T? Thank you. So I decided to come on live here because it's exciting. I don't know the last time we've had this kind of momentum. We talked about the breakout of the symmetrical triangle would be 65 cents. We came up to 65 cents very quickly, about 63, 64 cents. But now we're starting to move up as XRP. We'll read through it. 20 people in here already. I was just trying to let anybody who wants to come and be a part of this. 20 people in here, 11 likes. Make sure you hit that like button, as it will help us push this content. This is a very important live. I've come on really early. Julie, XRP ruled not a security. Up over 30% right now, up over 60 cents.
Wow.
Yeah,
How did you get your car?
Mr. Merrick, welcome in. Greatly appreciate you tuning in. Trading with J-Ra, yes, indeed. So as we can see, XRP, it's going to have a consolidation here, but where's it going to consolidate? Still, we'll have to wait until 20. Yeah, this isn't going to turn into $1,000 XRP or $10 XRP. This is just the first step. But getting a judgment like this, everybody, is one of those steps that could keep us from coming sub 20 cents now. That's the 50-50 angle. So now if we play up, we know if we can get on top of 65 cents. Our first level to break was the 584. That was the triple top, essentially. Got past that. Now we're consolidating. It's not impossible for us to consolidate at 586. As we've been talking about for a very long time here, since it became part of our attention, we were about to have now we've had the weekly bullish cross, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, XRP, like I told everybody, if you wanted to buy XRP, you're going to have to do it before the breakout because the exchanges would not work. And as I've noticed, trying to go on Uphold, I'll show you what it says. So if you're trying to buy XRP on the pump now, the thing is, FEMX is working just fine. Zero issues. You can, oh, now my Uphold is working. And I'll be honest with everybody. We've exploded. We're up over $1,600 today in our account. It's broke the $10,000 level. I don't need to lie. I practice what I preach. So today we're being rewarded handsomely if you're part of XRP. We bought 10,000 plus tokens at 34.6. And now we've had the weekly bullish cross. So uphold is working right now, ladies and gentlemen. It let me go onto the site just now. It wasn't before during the massive movement. But XRP is up 31% on the day. Julie. So when I talk about the accumulation period, that's what I'm talking about. But just for a little bit of info, FEMX did not go down during that entire pump. Not the entire pump, it didn't go down. That's one of the ones I've been pushing now because in the USA you can use it. It's in the description. Today would be a great day for someone to join Tom's Army, to send a YouTube super chat, to show your appreciation for everything I do every single day, as we've got handsomely rewarded today. This is the beauty of understanding the accumulation phase. Remember what we said, this was not the time to sell. This is not 2021. I didn't wait a year and a half to sell at 46 cents or 52 cents. This is why. This was looming. I was not going to get caught with my pants down. And we've also done it right. XLM is also moving. XLM is up today 12.6%. So we own over 10,000 tokens of XLM. That is absolutely exploding as well. Now, how high will this go? You're going to hear a lot of FUD. XRP to 1,000, XRP to 10,000, XRP to 100. Wrong. XRP up to 65 cents. Now we have to see how it consolidates. It's exactly all it did. Up to 65 roughly. Consolidation. Julie. You want to see something? Look how much it's up today. But now we have to see if it consolidates. This is going to be the hardest test for XRP people. We're going to get into the story right now. We've got enough people in here. 44 people in here already. I greatly appreciate that. Make sure you hit that like button. 20 likes. Give YouTube a reason to push me through the analytics. Get this information out there, as it could turn somebody off if they come in here. 53 people watching, only 21 likes. Please, 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 if anything, hit that like button. So let's get into these what's happening right now. As you can see, breaking federal judge rules, Ripple secondary market XRP sales were not a security, as we've said all along. We've got, so here, let's start here with, we'll go into that price explosion in a sec, but judge proclaims Ripple XRP not a security. So if you're just tuning in, the judge said XRP is not a security. We've had a big pump to start, but now this could be a facade as well. We have to see which levels we hold and see where exactly we're going to consolidate. But this is the start of a massive breakout. We've had the weekly bullish cross now. We've had a bullish cross in the weekly, finally, for the first time in the US dollar, or the US dollar relation to XRP since November of 2020. First time in the USDT chart since October of 2020. So in a significant development, the judge presiding over Ripple's case declared that XRP does not fall under the definition of a security. According to the judge, the sales of XRP Ripple do not amount to offering as an investment contract, as we've said since the beginning. So we stayed the course. We sold out in 2021 at $1.66 for a tremendous profit after buying at 47 cents. And we did not get thrown off of XRP like so many have. We bought back in late 2022, early 2023 at an average of 346, over 10,000 tokens. And other things as well, but we did not get thrown off by the pumps and the dumps. We've seen the consolidation. I even said yesterday, and this is why it is so important to pay attention to my videos. I said, short squeeze imminent. I said XRP down 1.32% on day. Is a short squeeze imminent? As the US dollar tanks, as it was at 101.55, it broke below 100 today. And Bitcoin was consolidating. So yeah, not everybody, but I got a lot of comments yesterday about, oh, short squeeze imminent. You always talk about a big move coming. That's because a big move was coming. It's a great day regardless. It's a great day regardless. You weren't wrong, Sundance. You were just looking into the future. Nobody was wrong. We've been played with our emotions. That's why I said just use this as an accumulation phase. And we've done all we need to do. I'm very happy with my holdings of XRP, XLM, XDC, all the stuff I hold. Yep. It's all that matters. It's all that matters. So a victory for Ripple, the case which has been closely watched by investors and crypto enthusiasts alike, resulted in a win for Ripple. The judge's ruling stated stated that XRP does not fulfill the criteria of being a security. The decision also extended to institutional sales of XRP by Ripple, which were likewise deemed to not be a security. Ooh. Oh, and for anybody who put in towards the donations for my son's birthday, this is the first thing that we've gotten so far from those. And I have 2 things coming in today as well. But we got the monster trucks. I know everybody's excited. We also got him this little football. This is from all of you, everybody in the crowd that supported him on his birthday a couple days ago. So I figured I would show you that. And we got 2 more things coming in today. It's on its way. Mr. Jerry cares. What's up, Tom? Haven't been watching crypto much lately. Playing catch up, still holding XRP. Well, it's a great day for XRP holders, as obviously the news is XRP was ruled not a security by Judge Torres. So let's continue reading this. Further clarification by Judge Torres, providing additional context to the verdict. Judge Torres expressed that Ripple's programmatic sales. Crawbillies, thank you so much. If another shakeout happens, do not panic. We've talked about this. This is not the time to sell XRP, especially now. Ooh. XRP, let's see. Express the programmatic sales. Looks very nice, Mimi. Distribution channels. Julie's mom's here with her, so I'm trying to pull double duty. Along with the XRP sales conducted by Larson and Garlinghouse, do not form investment contracts. This interpretation essentially excludes these transactions from being classified as securities. Hey, no problem, Jerry. I appreciate that. And XRP is, yes, plus 60 cents. We'll get back into the chart. So implications for cryptocurrency sales. In a broader context, the judge's declaration has implications for the wider cryptocurrency market. And this is going to go hand in hand with the Bitcoin ETF by BlackRock. Just think about it. Also, all the XRP holders that are suing on behalf of John Deaton or whatever, 75,000 so far have signed up. They're all going to get a cut of a certain amount of money. 65% will go to XRP holders, up to 75%, but 25 to 35% goes to 2 or 3 attorneys. So we know what all this is about. So Judge Torres indicated that digital tokens sold to the general public may not necessarily be categorized as a security. This could pave the way for more freedom in the sale of trade of cryptocurrencies, potentially revolutionizing the crypto market. We've been talking about this for so long. The closer we got, the more that they would try to tell you cryptocurrency is bad. You're going to go, basically people are thinking they're going to go to jail if they own crypto, that it's against the law. And what happens, folks? As XRP price explodes, it's much more than 16%. So, according to reports, the judge has ruled that Ripple's sale of XRP doesn't constitute an offer of investment contracts. This seems to be a major win for the company, as the case has been ongoing for more than 3 years. XRP price exploded at 16% immediately out of the gate following the news. The move makes a major legal victory for Ripple and a slam for the U.S. SEC, which was unable to establish that the sales of XRP constituted an investment contract. We've got XRP investors have taken the news incredibly positively, as the cryptocurrency has soared immediately since the news broke, and it has now entered the top 5 largest cryptocurrencies by means of total market capitalization and continues trending higher. So congratulations on owning one of the top 5 cryptocurrencies now by market capitalization. We're at 68.47, so we are holding very strong here. Like I've said, sometimes when you're holding something and you start pushing and you understand what you're looking at, I know everybody told us we're holding a scam. Everybody told us a breakout wasn't imminent. And a breakout doesn't just mean up, but I kept pushing that imminent timetable because it was imminent. We were being squeezed to the point that yesterday in my technical analysis, in my title, I put in the video, short squeeze coming. And I put out all the reasons why. Yes, I got made fun of a little bit, but guess what? Positivity over negativity. We know what we're talking about, and this is such validation. Now remember, we're going to be trying to put in a massive, and I mean massive, bull flag here. And the fact we had our first weekly cross simultaneously just happened with this news. Is it the charts making the news? Or was this move impending whether or not we got this bit of news? Or was it just a perfectly timed announcement, knowing we were about to have a pump with XRP? We've talked about the first weekly cross since 2020. We had a bearish cross in the daily to throw us off. We talked about it. We said that bearish cross in the daily was a bear trap, likely. And unless this symmetrical triangle broke and we lost the 44-cent inverted head and shoulders neckline, which is exactly what we drew. We drew it out in case it happened. We talked about if you see something like this happen, that's very bearish. But if we hold that symmetrical triangle, and I was ultimately confident as long as we held the inverted head and shoulders neckline, this was lining up. We even came out to the USDT chart multiple times and talked about how we had a big bear flag, but on a break up, it's a massive movement. This will load up. And the funny thing is a lot of people are still going to be subjective about XRP, but that's what we had drawn up as in a bull flag setting. We're in a massive bear flag, but now a breakout of this level and a hold, quite frankly, I mean, we're up. We're up over that hold point. Really, we wanted to hold, remember what we talked about? We have 58.5, and then 61.3 cents would be our ultimate to push up to 65 cents. So, and that was an old formation, but look, we came all the way up to 64.35 before any kind of consolidation. If we look at these 30-minute candles, we exploded. There was no doubt about it. We had a nice uptick of 11.84 million, jumped up to 31.2 million in the second candle, third candle 12.55. Now we're on a consolidation candle, and so far 1 million has come in. So I decided to come on today. Instead of coming on at 3:30 or 4:30, I would come on early, and whoever gets in here and watches this, it's going to be a tremendous live, because when was the last time XRP had this kind of news? In fact, we've been waiting since December of 2020 to finally get our vindication, and it didn't even take all the way to September. Didn't even take till September. That's where I targeted in 2021. I thought if we were going to go to a trial by jury, that's when they would announce it. But we led up into Q3, and now we finally got our news. Finally. Finally, like literally, you couldn't have come any closer. Woo. You have 3 exits. Strategies for the first is $3.60 on 40,000 coins. Average cost of 38,000. Absolutely excellent. XRP's been in a broadening wedge. We've been talking about the broadening wedge for a month. But I took it off because it was becoming very volatile, and a lot of people were not understanding my pattern formation with the broadening wedge. But everybody who's been watching, we had a broadening wedge on here for quite some time forming in the smaller time frames. So yeah, it technically, I still think it categorizes itself as a broadening wedge. But in the pattern formation, it was just easier to show it like this because everybody was getting confused by the broadening wedge. Truth be told, that's why we took it off. Nothing more, nothing less. But this is absolutely shaking up in a broadening wedge formation. That's why the 44 cents and then ultimately the 432 underneath, and then it broke down to 41 was very highlighted. But now I'm trying to keep it more simple for everybody. Yep. That's why we need to get on top of 65 cents. 65 cents would be a massive hold if we could get up above. It's 6568. Buy Mimi, drive safe. 65. Actually, we could say 6643, but I think that's 65. We got to break this area. The 658 roughly. If we can get above that, that is the top of the perceived broadening wedge. I'll draw this back on here later, but I'm trying not to confuse everybody because it definitely confused everybody when I had it on here. I mean, in the all-time pattern, we've come right up to 65.2. If we get up above here and break, our next major target is up at that 787 or 80 cents, or 85 cent area. That's why we circled it. But this is actually, if we're looking at this for real, this is a 2-step or 3-step cup and handle. We've completed one. But this really, now that we've gotten some positivity here, this is a multi-tier cup. So, first step, we'd have to come up here. Well, that's second step. First step was right here. We're trying to build a bullish handle here. That's our first step. But the true definition of this move, we had a drop down, and until you come all the way back up, I mean, that's a long ways up. But you could look at the more realistic area right in here, which could get you up into 85 cents. That's something on a breakout hold here. We'd be looking more towards that 78 to 85 cent area. It'd be a pretty incredible move. That's why we talked about that 85% move with XRP in the right circumstances. It still looks like an inverted head and shoulders pattern. And everything that we've talked about that it feels like we're going blue in the face is playing out now. This is an inverted head and shoulders until it's not. And that technical target is much higher still. Boom. Made that on the pattern formation, came back around. I mean, everything you'd be looking at for a formation, unless we would have broke down out of the symmetrical triangle, this is looking very, very good. Now we need to get a hold here at no less than 584 would be nice. I suppose because it was a symmetrical triangle, you could have a big dump, but you really don't want to come that far. But with the top of the broadening wedge is also around 65 cents. So I'll put the broadening wedge in later, but I'm just trying not to confuse anybody right now. So that's the breaking news. That's the breaking news right now. I would love to hear anybody's interpretation, but as you see right now, we're starting to get a little give back here as we had a quick pump to 64, but now I need consolidation. You need consolidation. The first area for it to hold, like we've said, that 584 level would be a fantastic spot to hold as we had a double top there. So breaking out of the double top, it would be a very nice level of consolidation. If in fact XRP did break up, whoops. Let me get my tool back out. But we really, that's why I say emotionless. So don't even worry about the move. Yada, yada. At least we got a decision that XRP wasn't a settlement or a security. But now what we need to pay attention to, we had this breakout. We got to either hold here or ultimately come all the way down to that 55.8 level and try to hold that. So that would be a massive bull flag hold, though. If this holds and breaks out, that's a massive consolidatory hold. That's what we need. In order for XRP to continue moving up on this news, we need to hold that 584 first level or second level of 558. That's why I pointed that out in the very beginning. Don't get too twisted with the move up to 64. Now we're looking for that hold. XLM's up better than 15% on the day as well. So anybody holding XLM, like we've talked about, you hold 10,000. I have over 10,000 tokens of XLM and XDC because I hold XRP. XLM, we've been holding XLM since back in here. Back in early January. It was right around 7 cents. So now XLM all of a sudden's up a good 40-50% since we bought it. XRP's exploded since we've held XRP at 34.6. We're almost, if we get to 68 cents, we're almost 1xing already. I can tell you personally, at 60 cents, I'm up $1,600 today if XRP's sitting at 60 cents. So that's why I always say, is leverage traded even necessary? Or do you formulate the proper ways to buy your cryptos, have an understanding of the formation, and don't worry so much about leverage trading? That's why I never push it. I'll give you the ability to trade it through an exchange, but I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to teach it because I believe there's something bigger. That leverage trading throws you off. Look at this massive reversal. We talked about these were all bullish reversals playing out in crypto. Every single one of them, we've talked about it. And once we break out of this formation and hold, that's why the 11.4 is so important. This technical target breakup for XLM, you could be looking at, literally, we could be looking at a move not just from 7 to 14, but it could go all the way up to 18.6 from the bottom where we bought it at around 7.2. So, like, yes, I keep saying I have funds available in case we do go lower, as it was a 50-50 shot to go lower. It still is, quite frankly, because we haven't broke out and held. But that didn't mean that I'm not even inept to not buy it in the bottom of the bear market so far. You always buy the bottom where you can get it. That's the massive pattern we're at. It's up to 49 likes now, 72 people watching. But yeah, I'd appreciate if you hit that like button. If you're tuning into my audience and you want to show support for all the work I do, the fact I don't do paid promotions, paid advertisements, or paid sponsorships, join Tom's Army. It'd be a great, great gift. If you want to show appreciation for staying on top of this and leading you in the right direction so you have XRP at the right times, you can always send a super chat. I don't expect it, as we haven't had a donation today, and we don't usually get a donation during the live, but every so often we get that that generosity. DGB's up 4.45%, another one we've been on top of. Oh yeah, SEC is going to appeal, there's no doubt about it. But there's not much ground to stand on. That's the problem. Because it's not a security. It's a currency. Actually, it's more of a money. So here's what I'm saying. So currency is the US fiat. It's the fiat dollar, your native currency. You can't use it across borders. So if I go to Canada, I can't use the US dollar unless I exchange it, just like if I go to Zimbabwe or anywhere else. Now, if I take XRP or cryptocurrency, just like gold and silver, I can go from the USA. If I'm in the USA, I get US dollar. I turn it in Zimbabwe, I get whatever the hell they have. Turn it into India or Europe, and you turn it into the UK or the Swiss franc or whatever the case may be. You go and turn it into the yuan or whatever. That's the same thing cryptocurrency can do. So money is crypto, just like precious metals. Store of value, not crypto. That's precious metals. You store your value in gold and silver because you're not looking for the volatility when you have massive gains. But cryptocurrency is just like money. You can send it cross borders, you sell it, it goes into your native currency on the spot, and then you can take out your native currency, turning it back into a currency from money. So I think crypto, it doesn't get the coverage, but crypto, in my opinion, is money, just like gold and silver. It's just not a store of value, and that's what they focus on. If they would replace store of value with money, because they can't tell you it's money, they want you to believe the US dollar, your native currency, is money. That's how they keep us schlubs. That's how they keep us broke. Without a pot to piss in. This is our way to come back. Isn't it a great timing? Everything's become much more, the cost of living has become much more. Tell me it's not a blessing to see that in your account when XRP on any given day now, like today with this ruling, it's up 26%. But remember what we said? Remember the first level. I don't make the rules. As much as I wanted it to go to 65 and break and hold, I don't make the rules. It's got to come back down to the 584 level. I don't make the rules. I just show them. So I just show you where it has to go for it to hold. So in the other chart, for this rally to continue and not to get beaten down by the broadening wedge as we've talked about for a month, yes, I should have kept it on there so everybody can see it, but everybody is getting confused. So I had to make an executive decision to bring it down into the short-term symmetrical triangle. So we need to hold 584. It's just that simple. 584 would be a perfect spot to hold. Or if it comes down to the symmetrical triangle, we could seriously hold 558, and that would be fine. But we want to create this bull flag up here at 584. Next level 658, and then ultimately try to push this pattern formation up here. As 613 was a major area we pushed through, but we couldn't hold. Wow, Jose. Jose, thank you so much for the $9.99 donation. I'm shocked. I really appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. $9 XRP means I will finally be able to afford a house. I don't think it'll take $9 XRP to afford a house. If you have 10,000 tokens, that would be $900,000. Suppose it depends what kind of house you're looking for. Prestige always called you a genius from the point you only had 5,000 subscribers. You are certainly proving that you are a visionary time period. Oh, I really appreciate that. Appreciate that, Prestige. I really do. But yeah, Sherry, I believe the SEC will appeal as well. Jose, you said you're the best in the business, brother. Been saying it now for almost 2 years. Kick ass live. I appreciate that, Jose. And Jose shares hashtag all the time. Watch, recycle, repeat. No, it's not. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, 90,000. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? I need to go to $90 for 90,000. Yeah, it's 90,000 at $9. I don't know what I'm saying. 10,000 tokens is 90,000. So that'd be a nice down payment for sure. I don't know why I said 900,000. We got a long ways to go to get to 90. Would be a big down payment for sure. I wouldn't buy right now. You can't. If you were going to buy more, you can't do it when it's up 27%. I mean, there's a chance that it just keeps going parabolic, but that's why we've been buying and we're already set up. See, this is where it gets hard when we get new people in here, just some that I've been speaking of this for a long time, but I have a simple philosophy and people bash me. I bought my 10th. I've got like 12,000 plus XRP tokens, like 12,222. Let's be honest. But I bought them at 346 on average. I can't buy again until it's 20% below 346. This is a simple philosophy I've used for many, many years in different ways, in different sectors in the stock market and buying my gold and silver, and it's always worked. So I never get too put down by the accumulation phase. As we've seen, we accumulated. We've got our XLM, we've got our DGB, we've got our XDC, we've got our VChain, we've got our ZIL, and now with HBAR, we've got 6,900 as a community because XRP was already up too high. We've already done what we needed to with XRP. I didn't start yesterday. I started in March of 2021. Showed everybody how to build an XRP portfolio. We had a 47-cent average. A month and a half later, we were up to $1.66 after a third rejection, after going to $1.98. So that's why I have a plan. Whether it's a good plan or a bad plan, that is my plan. And I follow it verbatimly. I don't switch it, don't do nothing. Yeah, Uphold is back up. It's very slow, but Uphold's not going to be around in the moments of volatility. So now that we sold in 2021, we bought back after making 400%. We were up 12 grand in a matter of like a month and a half with our crypto. And that's not a joke. We sold it. Told you it was going to be painful. We had to wait for I said a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years. We don't know. But XRP, we finally got the chance to buy it at sub 30 for the first time, late 2022. And then an executive decision, I sold it the first time, and I wasn't going to. I sold it at 44 cents. Then it came all the way back down to sub 30 again. Started buying it again. Actually, it hit 30 cents. Capitalized and had an average of 34.7. And I said, I will never sell it again. I've already made my swing trade for XRP when I thought it wasn't the right move up. And I showed everybody on the charts. And when I sold it, what did I immediately do because of where XLM was at? I bought my XLM, started buying VChain, ZIL, DGB. And then as a community, we started buying HBAR because HBAR was getting beaten up and I wanted to own HBAR. It's my side to side. And now HBAR, we're almost at 7,000 tokens in 7 weeks for $350. Yep, XRP is listed on Uphold and it's listed on FEMX. FEMX was not down at the entirety of it. That's why I keep saying put some stock into FEMX so you have an open exchange. And this is what I do. If I want to buy something like XRP, if I want to add to it, I'm going to send it from Uphold like I already have. Send it to FEMX, buy what I need to buy with no spot fees. And then I'm going to send it back to Uphold because it lags whenever there's a moment of inconsistency and volatility. It's been like this since 2021. I am not surprised in the least. And that's why I keep saying, I don't bit true though. Don't you need a VPN for the USA? I'm talking about avenues without a VPN, my friends. I don't buy with the VPN, never have, never will, because I believe with the USA, they're very finicky. And if they tell you not to buy something using a VPN, they're going to, you know what? So here, I'll share FEMX in here one more time. I'm not affiliated. So I'm not sharing this because I'm affiliated or partnered or anything like that. I'm sharing because we're out of options. And I vetted it for weeks. And I'm serious. It never went down. I had 1,000. And look, this is how crazy it is. Everybody thinks you have to own a lot when you have moves like this. Imagine if you only had $500. I had 1,238 XRP on FEMX when I sent it over. Was worth about $560. Or $538. Today I'm up $208 just on 1,238 XRP. It's up $208 just on 1,200 XRP. So, I mean, you want to talk about a way to change your portfolio. That didn't mean that I had to go drop on a 50x trade and try to get lucky and make a couple $100. No. That's less than 1,500 XRP today. You could be up $200. Just in one day, and then you can do what you got to do. Yep. I love Sundays. You got it. Ripple and SEC. Yeah, it wasn't all bad for the SEC. They just said basically today it doesn't constitute an investment contract. That's all. And then it's either going to be the I don't know if they're going to sue Ethereum. I think it could be Ethereum, but Algo, one who should benefit the most out of this should be Algo. because algo is being very heavily looked upon. And remember what we talked about with Litecoin. Litecoin often front runs Bitcoin. So, I mean, I think this is everything that we've calculated. Like, I could not be happier today because I've said I'm a component for it to go farther down, but at the same time, I'm ready. I'm ready. I've been preparing for this since I sold out in 2021. I even got a Faraday bag and added funds because I was able to sell XRP so quickly from 28 to 44 or 43, but then get back in when I needed to, when I knew it could be the final run, but I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting. So everybody's like, oh, you can swing trade. No, that was for the first push up when we had to do the double bottom still. You don't do it now. With everything going on, 2023 is the accumulation phase. And it always has been, always will be. And for me, I can't accumulate anymore until XRP now goes down by 54% almost. XRP would need to go down 25 cents a token right now. Actually, 26 cents, about 27 and a half cents per token for me to advance my position now. If I never get the chance to advance it again, I'm the happiest person in the world because I did it properly from 2021 sell to the rebuy in 2022, late 2022. Yep, I'm so proud of you, Sean, for not selling in the accumulation phase. A lot of people have dumped out now. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. But look, I'm trying to drag this on as long as I can, folks. It's been 36 minutes, 78 people watching. Wow, 78 people watching. 71 likes. Make sure you hit that like button. Give YouTube a reason to push my content. We need people to be in here to see the truth. I'll go back over the news in a second. But what we're looking for, this is a perfect bull flag right now. See the consolidation? We had a break. So look at the candles. 213, 186,000, 138, 45, 162, up to 560, 81 on one. But mainly it's about a 260,000 per 30-minute candle average. All of a sudden, we got alerted to this, folks. XRP was up 11.84 million in volume. When I came on, XRP, by the time I had my update on and for it to release, because I decided to do a quick 2.5 minutes to break the news of XRP being out of security and yada, yada, yada. By the time I came back on and it uploaded, XRP had already put in like another 30 million in volume. But we were well on top of it. I'm blessed that we are on top of this. These are going to be some huge breaking news today across all markets. And I'll tell you guys and gals, I've taken a beating for being an XRP holder, for being somebody who believes in the process and somebody who puts forward the effort every single day. But it's worth every single minute for times like this. Now, because we understand technical analysis, all these lines aren't just lines. That symmetrical triangle resistance we're on top of. That 584, it should be 585 pattern double top that we finally broke out of. Now we hold that. That would be a perfect bull flag. And the technical target, first breakout would be 65 cents. On a hold, you have, I believe it's 78 and 80. Let me see what it is. I have to separate my charts because I've got so much information. I go off of 4 charts. And 2 of them are perpetual futures. One's the USD perpetual future. Oh, actually only one is. Yeah, and then the second perpetual futures is USDT because I have to see everything going on in every moment. So the breakup, if we hold 655, 652, whatever you want to call it, 78.7, and then above that you have 80, roughly 81 and a half cents and 85 cents. You break out of that, that's when it gets interesting. That's when it gets interesting, but we're going to take this buy level. So if you're just tuning in, XRP on the day broke over 60 cents, pushed up just over 64 cents. We're doing a standard prototypical consolidation. We need to prove support on this breakout now, which we've already broke out of the short-term symmetrical. Now we need to hold 585 as the broadening wedge is right around that 658 or 613 level would be the broadening wedge right now. So 613 is actually, let me put it up here so we remember. 613 is where the broadening wedge resistance is right now. So just pay attention to these. These are the major levels here, which is why you got a rejection at 61 right there. That's the broadening wedge. And volatility, as we know, it bounces out. So this would be the 4th hit on the top. So volatility becomes ever more increasing. So if you're just tuning in, we'll get a different look at this as well because I don't like to share the same story over and over. So FX Street, breaking, Ripple price explodes 30% as court rules XRP is not a security, but also a partial win for SEC. A federal judge has ruled that the Ripple Labs token XRP is a security only when sold to institutional investors. Let that sink in. A federal judge has ruled that the Ripple Labs token XRP is a security only when sold to institutional investors. According to the judge, it is not a security when sold to the general public. When to the SEC. Because now institutional investors are in trouble if it's constituted as investment contracts. So we're going to see exactly which way. I don't necessarily think it's a win for the SEC. I think it's a win for XRP to be traded within the USA to further push the, and I'm not saying cross-border payments because everything's a cross-border payment. Even SWIFT, when you send money from the USA to somewhere else, is a cross-border payment. It's across my borders. Let's stop with that nonsense. This is a win nonetheless. But yeah, as far as the institutional investor side goes, that's the importance as well. I've seen a few people that have mentioned that it was a partial win for SEC as well, and that's why. They have not said that institutional investors don't constitute an investment contract, so that's interesting. So XRP coin surges after judge delivers a huge win to Ripple in its case against SEC. Ripple's XRP token surged more than 30% at one point on Thursday after a judge in the Southern District of New York ruled that it's not necessarily a security on its face. The price of XRP was last higher by 28.9% at about 60 cents a coin. According to Coinmetrics, the news gave hope to crypto investors who breathed a sigh of relief that other altcoins may not be considered securities after all. Polygon Matic token gained 11%. Litecoin was up, I think, about 6%. Solana up 8%. Cardano up 7%. Bitcoin and Ethereum got a boost of 2 and 3%. XLM, which they're not showing, is up better than 11%. They're also not showing DGB up better than 4%. These scumbags won't talk about the real tokens. They want to talk about all the speculator coins. I do like Polygon Matic, but Litecoin, speculator coin, Solana shit, Cardano junk, Bitcoin and Ethereum not worth it. Cardano, if you were going to own that, why not just buy the Algorand network and buy Algo? Litecoin, there's no basis of it. The owner even said it years and years ago. I mean, I don't. It's not that there's no basis, but there's just better options. Solana's had a network flurry of problems. Matic's the one that I put stock in with the Polygon ID and such. They're in it with the cybersecurity, so that's one that I would actually put stock in. The outcome will no doubt have direct and indirect implications for crypto regulations here in the U.S. and worldwide, possibly making a major turning point for better or for worse for the future of crypto. Cantor Fitzgerald Elliott Hand told CNBC. Also, it will likely have an important impact on the Binance and Coinbase lawsuits. And the other really interesting thing about this is if you think about it, what's going to happen to all these other ones that are supposedly ISO compliant? What's going to happen? That's going to be the real interesting thing. What's going to happen when most of these finally get the determination like, hey, we don't have to worry about being sued like XRP Ripple. That's not on the agenda now. What is actually going to happen? So I would love to hear if anybody's got anything to say. If anybody's got any thoughts, because this is an incredibly important day for XRP and Ripple. It really is. Whether the optics of it seem like it or not, this is an incredibly important day. We can leave it at that. But if anybody's got anything to say, I've covered basically everything I wanted to covered the basis. But as you can see, that was an influx of volume right there. So I'm gonna see. I can't get on Uphold. My app is down. Yep, Sean. It's been Uphold's absolutely been having issues. That's why I keep saying have as many ways as possible. You've already owned XRP, so you're fortunate. I'm not worried about it being down. It's going up and down, but Uphold synonymously, it's synonymous for going down in heavy times of traffic. It happened a lot in 2021. It was very frustrating. But as long as you own it before the move's up, and you're not looking to just sell based on this little move, because to me, I'm not looking for just this move. That's the problem. This is not the move I'm looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Even when I'm looking at this, this is not my move. I'm looking for a much bigger return. This is nice. This certainly makes you feel good. This gives you a lot more hope that maybe we're moving in the right direction. But in the very end, you know, this, to me, it doesn't really mean much. Right now, we're at the top of the broadening wedge. We need to hold 613 first level. And then ultimately, we need to at least hold 584, 585, which was the pattern double top. And then if that fails, we need to hold the top of the symmetrical triangle at 558 that we broke out of. Anything short of that, this could be just a big run up because everybody's excited. But we also need to understand we have to use the proper understanding of the charts, and we have to be very, very prepared for another move down if it happens. Now, everybody always says this move was just because of what happened with XRP Ripple. If that was the case, most of the time, most other cryptocurrencies wouldn't won. This is the one time you could say that. This is the one time you could say that. Now, Sean, FAMX, I sent over I've gotten 1,000 some odd tokens, 1,378 tokens on FAMX. Never went down. Never went down. It's still working just fine. In fact, the FAMX just on those small amount of tokens is up like 200 and something dollars. But I keep talking about FAMX. It's Web3 enabled, and I have not had a single downtime at all, period. Period. Oh, is he? Okay, I'm almost done. Yeah, I'll come in there after. You want to relax after? Ooh. Thank you for this. Julie bought me this so I can go take a bath. She bought me Epsom salt with the eucalyptus essential oils. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm still healing from my injury, but I'll tell you, this news really makes it a lot easier. Kyle from Cape Cod, not Cape Cod. Kyle from Cape Cod, not Cape. So he is not Cod. Oh. Gotcha. Oh, wait a minute. Here's something we need to talk about as well, because this is actually good. Look at XRP. Back up to 62.36. But look, at the same time, the US dollar. Remember the other reason we talked about buying XRP in the accumulation phase? When the US dollar was overinflated, we're literally getting 104, 105 spot on the dollar, and we're buying XRP for 34.6. Now our dollar's worth trash. It's down under the 100 handle. Now it's only worth 99.5 cents per dollar. I mean, what a big drop, 99.89. So this goes in tune with what we're saying. I mean, commodities, and we're going to touch base real quickly because I love commodities. We have to be very careful with gold right now. It looks like a bull flag is forming. It really does. But we have to make sure in the daily. Actually, no, it wasn't the daily. I think it was the weekly. Yeah, the weekly. We need to get on top of this and stay above 1934. So if you're watching gold, 1934, we've got to hold. Otherwise, we could be starting a bearish cross in the next week or two. The daily's indicating that we're starting to come back on top of it. We held the daily support and the uptrend, which is very critical. So now we're going to see if we're going to start to get this breakout attempt. As we know, B2 gold, I'm on the verge. Either way it goes, if it gets up and holds this area on this cup and handle, would be a buy opportunity. Or if it comes down into the circle area, we're already in a great spot. But if it breaks this formation, we'd come down to about $3.12 to $3.20. And then with silver, it's having a huge move in the past several days. It's up to 24.70, up another 2.57%. And the gold-silver ratio is coming down to 79.28. I know not very many are interested in this knowledge, but I promise you, if you use crypto with precious metals properly, precious metals is money, just like crypto. You put your big profits in, like I did from 2021 into precious metals as it was deep diving. We got gold almost down to 1,600 an ounce while cryptocurrencies was taking off. 1678 we came all the way down to. Then again, after we sold our XRP in August, we came right back down there for a triple bottom. Then we hit it again. Then we came back down through it this year. We had a lot of buying opportunities end of last year in October, down to 1632. I bought a lot of gold and silver in this area, mostly silver. But I did add a little bit of gold when it was down there as well. And now we look at the total crypto market cap as all markets are moving in symmetry right now. Up 3.44%. We talked about the total crypto market cap as well as Bitcoin for the majority of the past month, saying that it's the exact same formation. A breakup here, the technical target should get us up. I think it'll get us to 1327, but I measured it accordingly to the bull flag. If it plays out, and that would get us up to 1.296. So I suppose we could draw that in because that could be a level where it could get stuck at. The 1.248 is very important because that's where the short-term cup and handle was formed. We'd have to break up on that. So basically what would happen if the total crypto market cap is bullish, I've seen this so many times I can draw this with my eyes closed, which I basically do every day because only one of my eyes work. A break up, then consolidation, then a further move, if it does. So that's the total crypto market cap. And if you look at that along with Bitcoin, and everybody's like, who gives a fuck about Bitcoin? I don't give a flying fuck about Bitcoin. XRP's kicking ass, up 30. XRP up 33.6%. When was the last time you seen that? 34%. We held our consolidation, folks. That was a major hold on consolidation for XRP. I talked about it at the beginning. Stephanus, welcome in. I'm praying to crypto gods. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Let me get back. I'm praying to the crypto gods to dump down one more time sub 20 cents. I mean, that's always been that 50-50 scenario, but it's possible. But when you get the settlement news, or not settlement, but a ruling that helps out Ripple, this could come up to 65 cents here now. We held that support beautifully. Beautifully. We never came through the 585. We're back on top of the 613, which is where the broadening wedge resistance is at. Yeah, don't worry about Uphold being down. That's just so you can't buy or sell in the middle of these pumps or dumps. I'm telling you, everybody, if you want to buy and you're looking for an exchange that's Web3 enabled that doesn't go down like this, I'm telling you, FEMX has not gone down one time. I've been talking about FEMX for the last couple weeks for a reason. It's my new BitGet and MEXC because, let's face it, Uphold has a myriad of problems. I love Uphold, and I think it's very safe to hold it on there, but if you're trying to buy and sell in high times of volatility, it's not the right place. Well, that is actually my account. I just shared on the wrong. That is actually me, the silver stacking guy. I just shared it on the wrong. I was looking at the comments, and it makes it easier sometimes on my other account. But I'm gonna delete that because I don't want it being on somebody on my other account. Maybe it won't even show up. Maybe it didn't even show up good. But FEMX. That's legitimately, I know it doesn't, Tom. I don't think exchanges are just yet ready to list XRP. I hope I'm wrong. But even if exchanges list XRP, your loyalty should be with Uphold. It should be with FEMX. It should be with somebody who hasn't dicked you around like Coinbase and Binance and KuCoin and all these other schlub shows and MEXC and BitGet. That time in the USA, we have to show loyalty to the ones who showed loyalty to us. So remember, with that, if you're using FEMX, if you're looking to put, like with a Visa card or MasterCard, it's 0.9% interest right now until July 24th. That's a huge, huge reduction in the fee. You don't need to do KYC unless you are using a Visa, MasterCard, or if you're using a bank account. But you want to do a KYC in that case. You want to prove who you are so no one's stealing your money. But if you're just sending like I did from Uphold, so that I can have trading funds over on FEMX, I didn't have to do a KYC, haven't done a KYC, and I can withdraw from FEMX to another exchange up to $50,000 a day. So it gives me plenty of options. So that's why I have many different things. Yeah, if you use a bank account, KYC. You'll do a KYC. You'll have to do a KYC. And you don't use a VPN in the USA. Never use a site that you have to use a VPN. That's just my personal advice to you. If the USA's so stingy, you think if the day comes when they say you can't trade crypto or you can't be on a certain exchange and you're using a VPN, you don't think they're going to come after you? That's the part that is always, to me, it's a no-no. So I don't use anything that makes me use a VPN. And the two right now that I can use without a VPN, Uphold, FEMX. Good luck anywhere else. I've done a lot of research over the years. I was just some douchebag in 2021 who didn't understand the exchanges properly and got eaten alive with the Uphold fees. I love Uphold. I keep it on Uphold. But I buy now on other exchanges and send it to Uphold so I can avoid the fees. Now, with HBAR, I do $50 a week on Uphold. It costs us $1 in fees every week. So I've lost $7 in fees because it's a 99-cent fee if you trade less than $500 in a single shot on Uphold. Like, we've got the knowledge. We've got the exchanges. It's just our job to utilize them while we can. But XRP, it's like I can't even take my head away. I can't tear my eyes away. 87 people. Where are you guys coming from? And Gales, 87 people, 92 likes. That's incredible. This is a great question. Right now we're on top of the broadening wedge. I don't have it drawn out, but that 6128 is the fourth hit of the broadening wedge. If we show support there, that's very bullish and we'll come up to first 65 cents. But that's not actually on a hold of the broadening wedge breakout. We actually have a higher target, but we have to go to this chart to see it. I'm just telling you guys, if this happens like this, this could be a very quick move up to 78 cents. 78.7, 81.3, or 85 cents is the next big move. Showtime Chris, welcome in. What do I register for Femex Soul? Femex. You can go on there on the Femex Soul, but just go to the actual account. That Femex Soul, there's a whole bunch of things they have, like you can do NFTs and stuff. Just go to the actual site. Did I give you the? Hold on, let me make this easier for everybody. Let me go into my Femex. I don't want it to be hard for you guys to get to where you need to go. I'm not stopping the live yet. I promise you that. It's been on for almost an hour, but I am not ready to stop it just yet because I want to see what's happening. Yeah, we had our first retracement in the short term. For anybody tuning in right now, yeah, just sign up through Femex normally. Don't worry about the Soul Pass. That'll all sign up if you want it to. But there's airdrops right now if you sign up to Femex. You get airdrops of their XPT and you can convert it into whatever you want. But it's free airdrops. They're trying to support the USA right now. So our first consolidation we came down to the 585 level perfectly. That was the double top, remember. Double top formation. We broke out of that perfectly and held the 586. Christian joining Tom's Army at $1. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sue, welcome in, love. I know it's been a crazy day. We finally got, I'll show you guys the news if you're just tuning in as well. But yeah, if you click on that link, just sign up normally. You're not signing up. If you want to sign up for the Soul Pass, you can, but that's not why you're going there. But our first hold consolidation, so let's go back in the pattern. And this is important. Very important. We talked about this. That 585 is the top. One right here. If we go back farther, you had a little bit lower, you had three little lower hits, but when we came back up, you hit 585, which was the start of that symmetrical triangle. That's the correct terminology for the short-term symmetrical triangle. That's just what it is. You break out of it, understanding that there was a broadening wedge that was much larger that it took out because everybody was getting confused, so I tried to make it a little bit easier for everybody, which I think the goal was accomplished. But now on the breakout, we had to hold 613, which is the broadening wedge. But the first area on the breakout is we had to break and hold that double top at 585. Mission accomplished so far in the 30. Well, in the 15, it's easier to see. Mission accomplished so far. Came down, beautiful consolidation. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but look at the consolidation. From 64.29, we had a better than 8.5. Look at 8.5% correction. So we corrected by 8.5%. That's a huge correction. That's what you need for a further move up. Next layer was to come back up over the broadening wedge resistance at 613 and hold it. And that is currently what we're working on right now. A breakout and hold of this and ultimately confluently flipping the 65.8 level. That brings you up to the 78 cent level on a technical move up. And we can look in the 15, because in the daily or in a bigger time frame, it'll look different. It's not going to be so small. But let's just say we do break out of 65 cents. Whoops. This is the 558. It's very important. Or the 585. This has to stay up there. There we go. a technical breakout up here. This is getting you up. Well, technically, that's a little bit ambitious. If we're saying it's coming off the broadening wedge, it should get you to about 79.7 accordingly if you hold that broadening wedge breakout, which, where's the targets on our all-time chart, ladies and gentlemen? These have been here for quite some time. Our target on the all-time chart right now, on a break up, first layer 65.2, well, that's the area we talked about you have to hold. But then to push up, we have 787, which is right by that 79 cents. And then the all-time pattern formation, we need to come up and break 81.7. Then we can push 85 and more. Then there's $1.13 above that if you get much higher. So, but right now, XRP up 34.2%. If you want to show support for me, you can simply do that by hitting the share button, turn the bell notification to all, subscribe to the channel if you're new. You can send a YouTube super chat, you can join Tom's Army, or you can simply sit, communicate, and have, a discussion with me, and this is helping out just as much. The fact that we have 98 likes and 77 people in here is tremendous. I don't even know what to say. That means everybody coming in, for the most part, is hitting that like button, and there is no bigger honor than you guys liking my content and gals. Uphold sucks today. It 100% does. It 100% does. But that's what happens in high times of volatility. That's why I try to push all the exchanges before something happens. I don't use Nexo Exchange, so I can't advise or disadvise from it. I've heard good things about it, but I don't personally use it because of where I live. It's just that simple. Hey, Maverick McBride, the first new member of Tom's Army during this live. We don't often get new members of the Army during the live itself. So honestly, you've made my day. For me to have a good day, I need one new member of Tom's Army per day. And honestly, you've just made my day, Maverick. Wow. That is a beautiful show of support right there. I don't see any reason not to today. If you've been a holder, if you've done what we've done since 2021, sold out, and then bought back in late 2022, early 2023, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to be a part of Tom's Army. I saved you thousands, over $10,000 on the drop. Yep, me too, Sean. I have my target amount of XRP as well. But it would have been nice to add more on another drop down, and that's what I was hoping for. No problem, Sean. No problem, Sean. And like you, I have 90% of my stuff on Uphold. The only thing I don't have on now, as it's ballooned to $790 or $800 now, was $530 I transferred over of about 1,300 XRP. And now it's just, it's unbelievable. But this is why I kept saying, do not sell. Remember when everybody was telling our audience to sell because we're about to go way down? I said this is the accumulation phase. If you sell, you're doing it wrong. That was so 2021. This is not 2021. They very well could rug it. That's why I'm giving everybody the levels right now to pay attention to. The very important levels right now. 613 would be the hold on the broadening wedge breakout. 585 we've already held once, which was a double top hold. We came down in the 15, and you can see it very beautifully. We held it here, and now we're back over the 613, which is actually 6128. That is actually the broadening wedge breakout if we can hold it. That would constitute a move up, this would be a big move up. That would be about an 18-cent push, which it would be like the double attachment like we just had. Crawbillies, Tom gives daily 2 or 3 times. Yep, I do updates 2 to 3 times a day plus the live. Today, because of all the stuff happening, I don't know how many updates I've done. But I always do 2 to 3 updates plus the live every single day. That's just what I do. But man, what an unbelievable day it's been so far. And I even put a 2-minute and 30-second video out on YouTube that I put on TikTok to talk about the setup of what's going on, just so everybody could see the information. And I knew I was coming live for the YouTube audience, but I still shared it in case anybody just wanted to watch 2.5 minutes. But to me, this is Ripple always said they love Thursdays. I know, isn't that crazy? It is not by accident. Can you provide price updates more often? I got to tune in through my headphones. More often? Matt, what do you mean more often? I put price updates out 3 to 4 times a day plus my live. I can't do it more often than that, my friend. I do it for free, so, you know. No one's paying for a signal or anything. I'm just doing this every single day. I've been doing it. I've missed a day in 2.5 years. And that's the truth. But I put it out every single day when I wake up. Midday, do a live mid-afternoon, put an update out at night. Now, could I put out like more shorts? Possibly. But I think I'm pretty on par. I don't think... Hi, Tom. Sorry, I'm talking about live price updates. Oh, yeah. Oh, duh. Yes, absolutely. That makes more sense. That makes more sense, my friend. But yeah, absolutely I can. I'm going to be updating this price chart very often as we go by level, Matt. Oh, no, don't be sorry. I figured I might have been misspeaking a little bit. That's why I was trying to validate what you were saying. Or understand what you were saying. So, that's XRP though, folks. But I'm hitting my limit. My voice is a little sore. I do appreciate everybody who's tuned in. We're starting to get this consolidation so we can at least see what happened. I had to wait out that 15-minute candle and see how it was going to push up here. We've held the 613, so remember, broadening wedge breakout point at 613 on the hold up here. 585 double top, consolidation hold, very good. If we can keep moving up like this. Now we hold the 613 buy level. We need to come up to 658 and hold. And then there's nothing. We really have nothing until like 78 cents, 79 cents. And that's the truth. There's nothing. This looks like a big left arm forming right now, and it's got to come up to a big head. Let's see if there's any more news than what we've already talked about. So this is where you could get, you know, the speculation that exchanges could start listening. And after this, I'm out, everybody. So sale of XRP on exchange is not investment contract. Court rules an SEC case against Ripple. The institutional sale of the XRP token did not violate federal securities laws. A court ruled as it is granted Ripple's motion for summary judgment in part. Ripple's sale of XRP tokens on exchange and through algorithms did not constitute investment contracts, but the institutional sale of the tokens did violate federal securities laws. A U.S. federal court ruled on Thursday. The court published the conclusion in an order partially granting a motion for summary judgment in the seminal U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission case against the blockchain platform. The SEC in 2020 filed suit against the firm and its executive, CEO Brad Garlinghouse and co-founder Christian Larson, alleging failure to register XRP as security before offering around $1.3 billion worth of tokens. Since then, the crypto industry has been eagerly awaiting a ruling on the case, which could help determine how crypto, then we already know all this. So, Thursday's ruling that the sale of crypto tokens on exchange and not to targeted investors do not constitute securities could have a potential impact on the string of tokens and exchanges that have faced SEC scrutiny and lawsuits in the last few months. So I appreciate everybody tuning into this live. It's been a pleasure and an honor. We were able to do an hour and 8 minutes. We had 107 likes during this live. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm only 6 months into crypto and learning as much as possible every day. Thank you for your content. No problem, Sports Mania. That's why I'm here, and that's why I put out my content for free. I want everybody to learn. It's that simple. So have a blessed day, everybody. I'll be back as the news is breaking. I'm going to release more updates as far as this kind of news and what it means for institutional investors as compared to like just us, as it's a double-edged sword here. So we're going to see as the days come exactly what this means. First thing we need to do, pay attention to 585. We've already held it once, but if that holds, next level 613, which we've come back up properly now after the consolidation, that's the top of the broadening wedge breakout. We hold 613, get on top of that 654 roughly area, 658, somewhere in there. That would help us push up and confirm this bull flag and break out of this formation, symmetrical triangle, broadening wedge, and your technical target would be up towards the 78, 79 cent area. That's to be determined, but that's what's going on. If we break down 585, we must hold 558. That's the symmetrical triangle breakout to try to push further up. Right now, it's been a fantastic day for XRP holders. We're up better than 33% today. XRP was ruled not a security if it's sold to us, but if it's ruled to institutional, if it's sold to institutional investors, somehow it can be ruled as a security, which, or an investment contract, I should say, which is still pretty up in the air. So we've had a lot of stuff happening. Crypto Jimmy, welcome in. The SEC can absolutely appeal, but I'm not sure they will because they got a partial victory out of this. Yes, us as individual XRP holders, it's not a security or investment contract, but the court slipped in that it is an investment contract if it's sold to institutional investors. So that is kind of a weird thing. Appreciate you, Lewis. I will have a great rest of my day. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I really do. My voice is just sore. I put out all the information. I think it's time for everybody to watch from the beginning. Have a blessed day, everybody. And man, oh man, is it an honor and a privilege. 113 likes, 81 viewers. Again, if you're looking to trade XRP FEMX, it's the best way to do it. It hasn't gone down during this entire ordeal. As we know with Uphold, it's down right now. So last chance, I'll share it one more time. If you want to trade on FEMX, it allows XRP with no KYC or no VPN. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Have a blessed day, everybody. Really, I really appreciate each and every one of you.